Welcome to Can Do Spanish by SpanishPod101.com.
Hola a todos, soy Víctor Trejo. Hi everyone, I'm Víctor Trejo. In this lesson, you'll learn how to order at a restaurant.
Want to know if your Spanish skills are improving and what your real learning level is? Get your language skills assessed with our free level assessment test. Just click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get assessed.
This is Mark Lee, and he's at a restaurant with his wife. Mark says to the waiter, "Excuse me, a bottle of water, please."
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor.
Listen to the conversation and focus on Mark's request. Ready?
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor. Sí, enseguida.
Once more with the English translation.
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor.
Excuse me, a bottle of water, please.
Sí, enseguida.
Yes, immediately.
Let's take a closer look at the conversation.
Do you remember how Mark asks for a bottle of water? Excuse me, a bottle of water, please.
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor.
First is,
Disculpe,
meaning excuse me.
disculpe, disculpe.
Here, Mark is using the expression to get someone's attention. He uses the formal form because he's using it with someone he doesn't know. Note, this expression can also be used as a mild apology. But here, Mark uses it to get the attention of the waiter who is nearby. Next is the phrase,
Una botella de agua.
meaning a bottle of water.
Una botella de agua. Una botella de agua.
Let's start with the word
Botella.
bottle.
Botella. Botella.
In Spanish, all nouns have grammatical gender and are either singular or plural.
Botella
Is feminine and singular, a fact which will determine the form of other words in the sentence. Before this is
una.
a. Think of this as the English a, like in a bottle.
Una. Una. Una
Is also feminine and singular to agree with.
botella
Next is
de
meaning of.
de
Then is
agua.
meaning water.
Agua. Agua.
Together it's
Una botella de agua.
a bottle of water.
Una botella de agua.
Last is
Por favor.
please.
Por favor. Por favor.
Altogether it's
Disculpe. Una botella de agua, por favor.
excuse me, a bottle of water, please.
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor.
Let's take a closer look at the response.
Do you remember the waiter's response? Yes, immediately.
Sí, enseguida.
First is the word
Sí.
yes.
Sí. Sí.
The waiter acknowledges Mark by saying
Sí.
yes.
Sí. Sí.
Next is
enseguida,
which translates as immediately.
enseguida, enseguida.
Altogether, it's
Sí, enseguida.
yes, immediately.
Sí, enseguida.
The pattern is
Disculpe, item, por favor.
excuse me, item, please.
Disculpe, item, por favor.
To use this pattern, simply replace the item placeholder with the object you are requesting. Note, this pattern requires a noun phrase in which either a definite or indefinite article is followed by a noun. The gender and number of the article will depend on the noun that follows it. Imagine you'd like to order something from the menu.
Menú. Menú. Menú
Is masculine and singular, a fact which will determine the form of other words in the sentence.
el.
Think of this as the in English, like in the menu.
El. El. El
Is also masculine and singular to agree with.
menú.
Together,
El menú.
the menu.
El menú.
Say, excuse me, the menu, please. Ready?
Disculpe, el menú, por favor.
Excuse me, the menu, please.
Disculpe, el menú, por favor.
When you want to ask for an item by name, you need to include an article. Let's review indefinite and definite articles. Note, we'll focus on the singular forms in this lesson.
The indefinite article is like the English a, as in a coffee. The masculine indefinite article is
Un.
as in
Un café.
a coffee. The feminine indefinite article is
Una.
as in
Una botella de agua.
a bottle of water. The definite article is like the English the, as in the menu. The masculine definite article is
El.
as in
El menú.
the menu. The feminine definite article is
La.
as in
La cuenta.
the check. Let's look at some more examples. Listen and repeat or speak along with the native speakers.
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor. Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor.
Disculpe, el menú, por favor. Disculpe, el menú, por favor.
Disculpe, un café, por favor. Disculpe, un café, por favor.
Disculpe, la cuenta, por favor. Disculpe, la cuenta, por favor.
Disculpe, esto por favor. Disculpe, esto por favor. Did you notice how I used esto in the last pattern?
Wondering how you can master these conversations even faster? Here's how. 1. Read along. You get the lesson conversation and translations inside our dialogue tool, so that you see each word as you hear it and understand it all. 2. Practice speaking. By shadowing what you hear, you can also record and compare yourself with native speakers with our voice recording tools. And 3. Take our assessment tests and see how much you remember. These tools are part of our Can Do course. Just click the link in the description to get them.
Disculpe. Esto, por favor.
Excuse me, this please. If you don't know the name of an item, and consequently its gender, you can point at the item, a picture of the item, or its name on the menu, and use
Esto.
this.
Esto. Esto.
Let's review the key vocabulary.
Café.
Coffee,
Café. Café. Cuenta.
check,
Cuenta. Cuenta. Menú.
menu,
Menú. Menú.
Let's review. Respond to the prompts by speaking aloud. Then repeat after me, focusing on pronunciation. Ready? Do you remember the formal expression meaning, excuse me? Disculpe. Disculpe. And how to say water? Agua. Agua. Do you remember how to say bottle? Botella. Botella. And how to say a bottle? Una botella. Una botella. Do you remember how to say a bottle of water? Una botella de agua. Una botella de agua. Do you remember how Mark says, excuse me, a bottle of water, please?
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor.
Disculpe, una botella de agua, por favor. Do you remember how to say yes? Sí. Sí. Do you remember how the waiter says, yes, immediately?
Sí, enseguida.
Sí, enseguida. Do you remember how to say menu? Menú. Menú. And how to say the menu? El menú. El menú. Do you remember how to say coffee? Café. Café. And how to say a coffee? Un café. Un café. Do you remember how to say check? Cuenta. Cuenta. And how to say the check? La cuenta. La cuenta.
Let's practice. Imagine you're Karen Lee, and you're at a restaurant. Get the waiter's attention and ask for the menu. Ready?
Disculpe, el menú, por favor.
Sí, enseguida.
Listen again and repeat.
Disculpe, el menú, por favor. Disculpe, el menú, por favor.
Let's try another. Now order a coffee. Ready?
Disculpe, un café, por favor.
Sí, enseguida.
Listen again and repeat.
Disculpe, un café, por favor. Disculpe, un café, por favor.
Let's try one more. Imagine you're Mark Lee, and you'd like the check. Ready?
Disculpe. La cuenta, por favor. Sí, enseguida.
Listen again and repeat.
Disculpe. La cuenta, por favor. Disculpe. La cuenta, por favor.
This is the end of this lesson.
Now, here's what you can do to cement this conversation in your head. Review the conversation with our dialogue tool and lesson transcripts. Study the key words and phrases with our spaced repetition flashcards. Review the key grammar and cultural tips inside the lesson notes. And test yourself with our assessment tests. So click the link in the description right now and sign up for your free lifetime account to access our Can-Do course.
Now you know how to order at a restaurant in Spanish. That's all there is to it. Keep practicing and move on to the next lesson.